Peace, love, and light, amigos du planeta. Another interesting episode. We're back. Today we'll be talking about inspiration and what that means and how you can attain inspiration every day in your life. Inspiration is simply connection with source energy, connection with the divine. It's simply seeing the light in everything, seeing the beauty in everything, and being able to create and manifest a certain quality or a certain image or certain quality that you would like or that you want in your life, or simply something you would like to create, whether it's art. A lot of artists tend to be inspired because when you enter that place of deep creativity, it's sort of deep within yourself, and it's where you would connect to source energy. So we go to these places and we create this art, and we don't know where we go. We just know that we're zoned out and we're completely focused on a certain image or sound or feature that we're creating. So inspiration is just simply the gift of being kissed with the beauty of the divine, really. That's how I would see it. Inspiration is actually very easy to attain. I believe that if you just keep a positive image and keep a positive outlook on life, that you will be able to see the beauty in everything. And even when negative things happen to us, doesn't mean that it's bad, so to speak, in the way we would perceive. It's simply our perception of that. So a lot of times things appear to be bad, but oftentimes when we really stop and really look at our situation and see the bigger picture, often it's not as bad as we think. And a lot of times good and beauty can come from these negative things that we have had or we've experienced. Perfect example of that is, let's say you meet a person and at first it's a beautiful relationship. It just seems perfect. And then suddenly the more you get to know them, you see qualities in them that you just cannot resonate with. And so what do? Do you stay in that, or do you leave? And how are you supposed to perceive that? And a lot of times, if we, perceive it to be a bad situation, well, how are we going to create and manifest and get out of that situation? And so, or why do we stay? And a lot of times, if we choose to stay, because of that, the consequences, a lot of times it might not be a very happy relationship because that energy does not resonate, does not vibrate with you. But it's also understanding that we see the beauty of everything. So even if you stayed in that relationship and a lot of bad, negative qualities happened, you can see the beauty of it, and you can learn from that too. And you could say, okay, well, this is what I learned from that person, so I don't have to be completely mad, or I don't have to feel like the situation was wasted or lost. It was simply an experience that needed to be experienced. I need to learn that from that person. So whatever negative quality in that person that I probably didn't like the most, or probably bothered or affected me the most, that was a lesson I needed to learn. So if you don't understand what this means, an example of this would be, let's say I got in a relationship with a person that just said negative things to me all the time, just tried to bring me down because they were not happy with themselves, so they need to project that energy out and put it on someone else. So let's say I stay in a relationship for 6 months and I deal with this, and it becomes an everyday thing where it's like this emotional battle, So I finally leave, I get the gumption, and I say, I'm out of this relationship, I'm gone. And I look back and I said, whoa, this last 6 months or so, whatever, what have I been doing with my life? Was it a waste of time? No, it wasn't. I needed to learn about that aspect of that person the most, so that I will not be like that, and just so simply I will know what I don't want in a person as well, even if you're talking about soulmate relationship, or just simply just being able to see that example of a certain type of behavior in your life, that you can take that perception and you can just internalize that, and it can help you create what you want. A lot of times, you know, we always know what we don't want. We always notice what we don't like in a person, and often I think what you don't like in someone else or something, it's often what resonates with you the most, that you have to work on yourself. So in this case, I work on myself. I create these things that I actually want, okay? I don't focus on what I don't want, I focus on what I want. I see the beauty of everything. I'm inspired. I'm constantly getting new messages from spirit, from source energy. I'm being connected to source energy, because source energy is infinite. It's divine. It's never ending. So inspiration, beauty is always there, and it's not going anywhere. And learning these lessons about people, it's really inspiring, because it just helps you to understand who you are and who you want to be, okay? And the qualities that you want for yourself, the things that you want to manifest and create for yourself, because we're always co-creating with the universe, so to speak, with ourselves as an individualized point of energy, of source energy. So we're always being balanced within that, with that collective and the individual. And we are together co-creating our reality, and we're seeing the beauties. When I go down to paint, sometimes I just say to Spirit, send me a beautiful image, just use my body as a medium to convey this love energy. And often the end result is amazing, and it's a beautiful experience. And I feel blessed to have had that experience with Source and being connected. And so inspiration is just simply these moments of connection with Source that is so amazing, really. I mean, you can be inspired like that out of nowhere. You can be inspired gradually. I mean, and I feel like when you don't have inspiration in your life, a lot of times that's when you're disconnected with source energy. Because a lot of times we get caught up, you know, people around us, our own environment, our own situation, our own feelings, the way we feel about ourselves, the way other people perceive us, the way other people treat us, the way we treat ourselves. We forget that we are really, we still are that second counterpart, that source energy too, that being of perfection in which all emulates from, that we can connect to and utilize individually, together, juntos, as they would say in Portuguese. So it's really amazing.